This is a Lego dinosaur, and this is a cursed Lego dinosaur. And in this video, I'm keeping my promise by building over 10 cursed Lego dinosaurs that my subscribers suggested. Starting with Lego Legend 301, who wants a bagel dinosaur. So I grabbed a bagel from the fridge. This is an everything bagel using these different colored studs as like the little bits of everything. It's built using these round plates on the top and bottom with the iconic hole in the middle using some round bricks. And there's a couple of Technic holes on the sides and the top that we can attach appendages to. We got the legs from the T-Rex, snip, and the arms from the Baryonyx. Snip. We could steal this guy's head too, but it's a little bit darker than we want. So I also have this T-Rex skeleton that we can just steal the skull of. That'll go there, and then you bend it down. Rawr. We can steal the tail though, because then we can attach it to the backside. And we've got our bagelsaurus. He's beautiful, but not quite as beautiful as Adam McDougall's idea to build a gloppysaurus. This is perfect. We're gonna use original Gloppy for this one because he's the same color as the bottom of this T-Rex body. So we're just gonna, this Hotdog is also the same color, which can attach this clip on the back here and then attach into a pin on the dinosaur body. So we've got our Gloppysaurus. That one was super easy, but it is super cursed. Oh no. Gloppy wants to make sure you're subscribed so you have the chance to be in a future one of these things. Just like DJA Trinity, who wants a Mosquito dinosaur hybrid. Kind of like how in my video or Jurassic Park, they harvest the dinosaur DNA from a mosquito. What if that DNA got mixed up with the mosquito's DNA? Well, it would lose its head, that's for sure. We can use this really cool insectoid alien head from Galaxy Squad before Lego canceled making space themes forever, with a really cool, would you call that a proboscis? And then the bug eyes on top. Unfortunately, we've lost the antennae. I only have one of them. But we can use these really cool plume thingamabobbers because I've got two of them. And they look just as good, kind of. Can pop some wings on this bad boy. I think these are also from Galaxy Squad. And I think it's looking a little bit too normal still, so it's got to lose the legs. Then we can steal these arms from this Pachycephalosaurus dinosaur and use them as like insect kind of legs. Oh, that's terrifying. I don't like that. Ugh. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cursed is this? Let's put it behind the Glopposaurus so you don't have to see it. And then stop. Teacher says it's hammer time. I don't know how we're gonna do a hammer dinosaur, but I guess I'm just gonna do it like it looks like a hammer. I could do like a hammerhead shark, but as a dinosaur, but no, this is way funnier. This piece works perfectly to show the little wider bit and then the indent of the hammer, so we can attach it to this dish and this middle connector piece, with another dish on the front to act as the base of the hammer. These little sticky outy bits in the back that you use to remove nails are a little bit harder to build, but using one of these sloped arch wedges, we can attach some detailing onto it and plop it in the back as our very own sticky outy bits in Lego. And they can even probably remove nails with them, I bet. This is looking very just like generic so far, so we can add some mixel eyes on that to fix that up right away. We've got a hammer head and a hammer handle. Looks kind of like, what's the guy's name from Handy Manny? Mr. Lopart. And I really wish there was a normal brown Technic round piece like this, or maybe there is and I just don't have one, but there are holes in there so that we can steal the legs of this guy. Bam! Thank you for that. And attach him at the base here. And now he looks like one of those little dippy birds that drinks the water from the bowl. That's perfect. I don't think this is what anybody expected, including me, but we're gonna add it to the collection and move on to Goofy Goober Gaming's idea to make a baby Yoda-saurus. I stole this baby Yoda set from my brother. Don't tell him, by the way. But we can rip his head off violently and use this on some sort of dinosaur. Okay, the tallest dinosaur ever. It won't even fit on screen. Might just be dumb enough to work. We can rig this, so hold on. The connection point is not the same at all. This is a ball socket, this is a Technic pin. But I found a way to kind of get those together. So the Technic pin goes in there, the ball socket goes in there, and you've got yourself a baby Yoda, oh, okay. A baby Yoda-saurus. No, a baby Yoda. It's too heavy, it just won't stay up. Come on, oh. I mean, this is not what we want to see. It's just dragging its head. Okay, this is cursed in its own special way, but I needed to be able to display something that's not just this. So what we're gonna do is shrink the head quite significantly and just use this thing instead. But we can attach it to the very top of the Brachiosaurus. This is the perfect dinosaur to do this with. And now it's like, it's got a long neck and it's got a little extra neck attached to the baby Yoda head. And if we try to fit this all on screen, it's certainly something. A face only a mother could love, and even then, like, I don't know. We'll add it to the collection. I hope Goofy Goober Gaming is happy with that one. And next, you can blame these guys for that one. That one's not on me. But I thought it'd be really funny to build a dinosaur that just literally rickrolls you for this one. So I've got my old phone here, and it's one of those fun ones where like it kind of doesn't want to stay off the charger, so we'll see how long it lasts on this one. But I've got the video pulled up on YouTube here. We got that. I'll turn it down so I don't have to, you know, get copyright claimed here. But I've got a little hole in the back here so the charger can still fit in there, and we can lock it in using these wedge plates. Actually, why stop there? Let's give this guy a face. Because it's a dinosaur after all, apparently. Gotta give this guy some luscious locks as well. That's beautiful. We can use these 1x1 plates to create his signature striped shirt. All right, we'll see how long it lasts off the charger. For this part, we're adding him legs. And then to make it extra cursed, we've got these little dangly arms using these Lego hose pieces that kind of just wiggle there and don't do anything. And then for this arm, I am once again stealing something from Baby Yoda, that being his silver ball, and creating a microphone for Mr. Rick to sing here. I don't know what this has to do with a dinosaur, but it's very funny and it's very cursed, so we're adding that to the collection. Next up is a rabbitsaurus. No ducksaurus. No rabbitsaurus. No ducksaurus. No rabbitsaurus. No rabbitsaurus. No ducksaurus. Okay, we're gonna do that one. For this one, we're gonna be using the iconic from my boat video that I turned into from my mech video. That's right, we're gonna use its head and recycle this armless baryonyx and the wings of a pterodactyl. I'm not calling this a pterodon. We get the very cursed just a duck. A saurus. Yeah, we got these wings connected using these claw pieces on the inside there, and the same hot dog trick to attach the head. It's a little bit lazy, but you can't say it doesn't look like a duck. Obviously you can, but like you'd be wrong. We're running out of room here in the back for the collection, so luckily this next one, the nugget-saurus, doesn't have to go back there because it's kind of nasty. These are the very same chicken nuggets that I used in the finale to the dinosaur skyscraper video, and they have not been refrigerated for like, I don't know, a week now. And they don't look that bad, honestly. I'm not gonna eat them, but like, all the preservatives they put in these things, man, they should look a lot worse than they do. But there you go, we got dino nuggies. I'm not touching them even. I had to like replace this paper last video because I had that dumb cracker that made a bunch of like mess on the thing. So I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. The food is not gonna go on the studio paper. But there you go, there's your nugget-saurus. A bunch of people suggested a Minecraft dinosaur, including John Curtin, who wanted to make it out of Minecraft things. I love that idea. So we've got a grass block body here with some plates to make the little grassy overhang parts that we can add even more grass blocks to make a sort of blocky, grassy tail sort of thing. I'm cheating for the arms and legs. I'm just gonna steal these from the Carnotaurus. Maybe not as blocky as the rest of the body, but that makes it even more cursed. And then a pretty special Lego YouTuber named Slurpee wanted a Steve head on this thing, and I thought the minifigure scale head is gonna be a little bit too small. I mean, this is very much cursed in its own very special way. I also have this giant Steve head, which also probably too big. So we're gonna meet in the middle and make a smaller, like a medium-sized head. It's kind of fun to see all of them together like this. But I think this will be the perfect size to attach as the head of the dinosaur. Yep, this is a dinosaur, all right. This checks all the boxes. It has a head, has legs. That's a dinosaur in my eyes. Maybe we can make it even more cursed and add the micro Steve head on it. There we go. It's perfect. And since we're on the video game train, a bunch of people suggested an Among Us dinosaur. I don't think Among Us was still popular back then when I posted that video. It's definitely not popular now. But I built an imposter because that kind of looks like a dinosaur already. But we can also add a tail so it looks even more like a dinosaur. And I thought it'd be a little bit too cursed to give him arms because like the Among Us characters, they don't get arms. We just have his teeth. He's hinged, like both of the pieces are connected to his little backpack here. They're not actually connected to each other. And then I got like a tree branch here as his little spiky killer tongue. So I don't know, comment below if this is sus enough for your liking. Thank you. And then once the imposter does its business against the crewmates, that's where Toastman's idea comes in to build a Grim Reaper dinosaur using another one of these skull pieces, which I had to buy 2 of to build the museum and the dinosaur house in 24ville at the same timeline. Anyways, using this to build a Grim Reaper dinosaur. I love the idea. We're gonna need some black arms and legs for this guy, and luckily the Indoraptor is the perfect color for this, which I realized when I was doing the little price tags on each of the dinosaurs. This cost me $40 and I barely used it in the skyscraper video because like this was the one I had blow up. I couldn't fit all of them in there, so this one just blew the chicken truck up. It's a very cool dinosaur, very expensive. It came in like Indoraptor Attack on the Mansion set from 2018 or something. Anyways, it's got some very nice arms and legs with like separatable hands. That's crazy. Once again, we're not gonna use the Indoraptor itself or the tail. We're gonna do something else for that and just use the appendages because we got this custom brick built body that we can attach them to instead with a little cavity in the chest here to put this cool bone rib cage structure. Like I said before, the tail wouldn't have fit. It has that line that we don't want that color. So we got our own tail built here using horn pieces that connects right to the back there using snot. By connecting the skull on the top of these Technic plates here, we've got our Grim Reapersaurus, but it's missing one thing, a hood. And we can connect 2 of these fuselage pieces, one on the bottom, one on the top, using a hinge plate here at a very specific angle with this kind of in the back. It's not perfect, doesn't fill in all the gaps, but that kind of just snugly fits around his head there. I had this whole thing with like this paint stick here that could like stick into this Technic hole specifically. I think that's more trouble than it's worth. It kind of just fits in there snugly and it might fall off, but this is a little bit front heavy. It won't stay up on its own. So this really cool sword piece, I honestly have no idea where this is from, but it will be perfect to make a scythe to act as like a walking stick for him. It's made using a bunch of Technic connectors, including this one with a hole in the middle. And we can do some shenanigans with a rubber band to attach it right to its hand here. And that gives him just the support he needs to lean on. Sort of. Hopefully it'll at least be enough to stand in the back here while we move on to the final and most cursed dinosaur. A marvel of German engineering and your worst nightmare. Hotdogosaurus. No, sorry, actually the German marvel is the one after this. For this one I thought I'd use the bottom half of the ankylosaurus body. This is such a cool Lego dinosaur. It has so many different pieces. It's mostly like brick built with the legs and the swinging tail and everything all connected like that. But anyways, we don't need this top half because we're adding this kind of bun-shaped design onto the bottom half here. We're using a bunch of these 4 long curved slopes and some rounded corner tiles at the top and bottom. This is a pretty good bun shape. I don't know, it's a nice bun. And then we can build our sausage using some pretty simple snot techniques. There's a way to avoid using this middle piece, but it does add a little bit of extra friction so it can, you know, stick in the bun without completely falling off. It's not perfect. We could also go one step further and use this straw and yet another rubber band to add mustard, baby. This is amazing. Maybe this was the German marvel that I was talking about. It's like a Frankfurter. I'll call it a Franklosaurus. And for the actual final and most cursed dinosaur idea, we got Zack coming in here with the greatest idea ever. Give the dinosaur a gun. You can actually attach things to the inside of the Allosaurus's hands like this, so this clip piece makes it a perfect spot to attach a gun. And you ask, is that enough guns? No. We'll also make it a flamethrower and add a second one. Now he's dual wielding, but is that enough guns? No. We can attach this armor belt around his back using this little Technic half beam here, and that comes with some guns strapped in on either side. Is that enough guns? No. We've got some heavy duty cannons attached to his back here using these weird Technic beams. These are engine pieces with little ray guns coming out of them, spikes and all that, and there's clips on them, so you know what that means. More guns. Is this enough guns? No. We can attach these rubber missile launchers onto the bottom of each cannon. I really miss these things. I wish they would never replace them with stud shooters, because like, look at that. They're so powerful. But with all that power, is that no? We can have these saw blades on top with guns connected to them. Is that no? We need more. More. Okay, I think we're finally done. There's 16 guns on that. I think that's enough. But you know what's better than 16 guns? 17 guns. There's still a little empty room on his head there. We gotta fix that. We're gonna add a gun strapped directly to his head. He has now become the gun. And I think this actually still works. Yeah, that's gonna take forever to clean up. Okay, there we go. I dare anyone watching this to try to fit more guns onto a dinosaur than this. It's impossible. We finally completed our most cursed dinosaur of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your suggestions. There were so many I couldn't get to. Go watch my dinosaur skyscraper video if you haven't, and have a bagel day. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.